If you've ever wondered, as I have, what condition is an opera star in when he comes off stage, he or she, can they talk, can they breathe, can they speak? You're about to find out right now, because Beverly Sills and Donald Graham are just coming off from the scene that you just saw in the first act, and here they are now.
Hi.
How do you do, Beverly?
How are you?
Have a seat. We've borrowed some scenery from another opera.
And I look forward to the second act. Can
I
I
get
do something
unhooked?
about getting you unhooked?
Yes, please.
Pay no attention, Tom, to the crazy lady. That's an authentic Hungarian countess.
I'll tell you something. This is an authentic American queen. Beverly.
About 2 minutes past 8, and it's a dark, chilly night here at Lincoln Center at the New York State Theater. But with the miracle of television, we're going to transport you to Paris. Good evening and welcome. The chimes in our lobby are sounding, and the audience is getting comfortably settled in their seats, and things backstage here are in their usual state of organized chaos. Good evening. In just a few moments, a carnival is going to begin behind me, back on that stage there. Good evening, and welcome to a wonderfully warm spring evening at Lincoln Center. It's very cold and wet outside. Beautiful summer night in New York, a very cold winter evening. To what promises to be a delightful evening of murder and music at the New York City Opera. Porgy and Bess may be the great American opera. Mostly Mozart always brings out the summer in any audience. I'm not really out for a drive, although traffic seems light backstage here at the New York City Opera. Welcome to the most festive spot in a very lively town. It's opening night for the New York Philharmonic. It's a pleasure to welcome you to Jazz at Lincoln Center. If there's a better place to be in New York, I can't think of it. Congratulations for tonight. It was a beautiful performance.
Thank you very much.
Now talk to me a little bit about Sibelius and your bond with Mendelssohn. What do you think is meant by the Mozart line? What's special about Ellington for both of you?
With this corset, I do not need to pinch the behind at all.
We don't allow anything like that.
Madame, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. He never loses character, that man.
Shall we go?
Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
I'll set the scene a little bit. This takes place in an Italian restaurant. It's the day of Carmela's wedding, and what's a wedding without a photograph? And I've always wanted to be a super on the stage, and I'm going right on the stage with them. I'm not going to let them do this without me. Wait for me. That was a real Schwitzer, huh? I mean, I know what happens in the second act.
What?
Well, I'll tell you later. If I had had a chance to talk to Mozart while he was writing the Magic Flute, I would have told him to kill the 2 Queen of the Night arias. I mean, that's insanity. He's the only lunatic who ever wrote an aria with 4 high Fs in it. I mean, you have to be a little nuts to do that. Almost as nuts as you are to sing it. Why is this so anti-feminist?
I don't think it is.
Come on, at one
Beverly,
point,
I
you know
totally
what the expression says?
No. He's talking about Queen of the Night, basically, because
No,
I'm sorry.
he says women achieve nothing and they talk too much.
Kurt Weill the great writer of musicals, how did he come to write an opera?
In 1935, when we came here, and George Gershwin invited us for Porgy and Bess.
And I come in evening and would like practice. I practice in this moment called telephone. Brrr. I take telephone, hello, and some woman voice, shut up. I not shut up, I Strapovich. I think shut up, that's name.
Mr. Shut Up, yes.
Yeah, exactly, I think that's the name.
And when Wynton conducts, he's got the trumpet in one hand, and he sort of wiggles his tush. I want to know, are you going to change your technique? Because the ladies will go insane. After all, it only has murder, sex, suicide, politics, torture. Why would anyone think we'd make a decent opera? He came to see me one day and he said, you know where I just came from? I was with Maurice Sendak. And you know what this crazy guy's favorite opera is after the Magic Flute? I said, what? He said, The Cunning Little Vixen. I said, you're hired.
And so it came to pass. Frank wanted a gifted but dumb artist to work with, to mold.
Do you think Lizzie did the murder?
Oh, there's no story, Beverly, unless she did. What keeps the story going is what keeps the story of Jack the Ripper going, my namesake.
Oh, really? I should have recognized that immediately.
Well, yes, you should have.
I didn't. What happens if we do something?
Try it. Dip your finger in the water first. It's very, and just go around, a little slower, a little more pressure. You're getting it. Yes, it's surprising.
My God, she's got it. That's a new technique.
I don't know if you can see this. I kind of cracked this. I kind of split the thumb in the middle, and it was a pistachio peeling accident.
Listen, tomorrow I'm going to go to Zabar's. You know, they come without shells now.
Will you show us a little something?
Oh, yeah, sure. With the use of the plunger mute.
Okay. They're all yelling at me that you are going to have to go back on the stage.
Well, I want to say one thing before I go.
Okay.
I got to hear you sing with Eric Leinsdorf, 1969, pre-concert, Tanglewood, Strauss.
Strauss, yes.
Magnificent.
Thank you.
And then I got to hear you sing with Pittsburgh Symphony, and I was in the back row there, and it sounded like you were right next to me.
Oh, I wish I were.
I remember the first time I heard you sing on one of the TV shows, and I was absolutely flabbergasted.
Put that handkerchief down.
To me, anything you say.
I must tell you one thing.
Yes.
I think your eyes at that time has been the same as now.